king!
Y'all heard the intro. It's the king. In this video, we're gonna go ahead and go over the PS5 versus the Xbox Series X. And everyone has their own preference and opinion, of course, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give you my thoughts and we'll go from there. We'll start with graphics and its overall power, how these video games look, and we'll stack them up against each other. Then we'll go ahead and move over to video game exclusives, see which games are more anticipated, which ones we're really wanting to play versus the other. With PlayStation now giving us their reveal, we can go ahead and compare the two, see which one we like versus the other, and just get an overall feel from both systems. We still have a few months to make a decision. Now that we have both systems in front of us, we can go ahead and start deciding which one is winning the race. Let's get it. When it comes to graphics, I feel that Xbox never disappoints. They threw the first punch and they came out swinging. I mean, all graphics and everything looks realistic. You can go ahead and see all the vibrant colors, the dynamic effects with the weather changing. You can see the wind, the rain, everything. It looks amazing. And you can really see that the developers really put in care and stressed in every single detail that they were putting out there. I think that honestly some of their best work comes from colorful games and these cartooning games looking like this. I mean, you can see how well colors work with each other. You can see the sunlight, how it glares from one side to another. I mean, they really put in work, and I can't knock them. They showed us some of their great games that are coming out with, like Madden 21 looks really good. You can see how the game is going to look on the new engine. They gave all us NFL lovers a sneak peek on what the game's going to look like in the future. And they nailed it on realism. They show it off on games like The Medium and a few different other titles. And with this game, The Medium, they flex a little muscle by saying that comes made from the developers over at Silent Hill. So I can't wait to play it. Game looks amazing. Everything looks good. It's a horror game, so I think that they're really going to knock it out the park. And we're asking for new games from them, so that one looks good. But I feel like some of these games are their best work. Games like Scarlet Nexus really look good, and I can't wait to see something like this on a 4K TV. I mean, the colors look good. I mean, that futuristic color look and the attention to detail makes it look like a good game. And this prehistoric shooter looks amazing. You can see the explosions, the blood, the guts, the dinosaurs, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, raptors, whatever they're supposed to be. I mean, they look good, and that game really looks good as well. And they ended it off with one of their flagship games, of course, and that is their prized possession, I'm assuming, Assassin's Creed. Game looks good. Players look amazing. I know fans of that game can't wait to play that game and we're really happy to see it. I mean, he looks so realistic. Their games look amazing, man. And honestly, I can't wait to play them. Not to be outdone, PlayStation came out with some bangers when they showed their video game reveal. They gave us a few games to go ahead and look at and just overall get excited for. I'm ready to play some of these games. They all look good as always. Again, they started off with Spider-Man. This isn't a full game, it is a downloadable content towards Spider-Man, but again, the game looks good. Also, they showed us a few other games that I couldn't really get a grasp on what they really were about. But if we're going off of visuals, the games look good. I wasn't really a big fan of the title, Returnal, but I mean, the game looks interesting. I can't wait to play it. Again, new IPs for the system is never a bad thing, and I'm all down for new video games, new stories. Again, it looks good. It looks like some type of a horror game, so I can't wait to play it, and they did really good with the graphics. Now this game, Ghostwire, this game looks
when
crazy.
Others won't.
They got the colors on it really nice. Tokyo, of course, is a real good setting for colors and lights and neon lights and things like that. So they got the setup and the background just looking really good. It looks like an interesting game. It's a first-person, like, it's not a shooter because you don't have a gun, but again, it looks good. It looks interesting. You don't know much about these games because, again, you're getting a real quick sneak peek, but I like what I'm seeing. And of course, Horizon. Horizon, one of the better games when it comes to exclusives. Game looks beautiful. You can see how nice the character models look, how lush they have the trees, and everything just looking so good. I always appreciate the level of detail that these developers put into video games like this. I mean, from down to the enemy models, to your character models, the open world. This game has a real big following, and their fans are really excited to see that this game is coming out. So they should be. And again, we got NBA 2K coming out, and if we're going off of straight graphics, again, we have no gameplay for none of these games, but if we're going off of straight graphics, that game looks so realistic. Can't wait for it to come out. Didn't get too much of a sneak peek, but a game that we did get a lot of cinematic for was Pragmata by Capcom, and I was getting a Dead Space type of feel from this game. It looks good. That game, I honestly cannot wait to play. That is on my list, and Capcom is just pulling out bangers right now. They got Resident Evil coming out. They just came out with a few other Resident Evil, so
what is it with that
let's talk about it. Village, I know no one was expecting it. No one saw it coming, but we got a sneak peek to it. And like I said, Capcom just keeps bringing out bangers after bangers. So this game, again, everyone was saying that the graphics didn't look too good, maybe because it's not ready. But the fact that we got a sneak peek into it made me really happy. We know that it's coming. Resident Evil 8. As of right now, probably not the best looking game. Looks like it's running at 20, 30 frames per second. But Demon Souls, they hit it out the park with this. Great sneak peek. No one expected them to go ahead and drop this, and the remake, wow, I'm telling you, PlayStation held no punches when it came to their video game reveal. We all know that when it comes to Demon Souls, and they have a really big fan base, so I'm ready to play the game. I'm ready to get into it. I don't think I've ever finished this one, so I can't wait to play it on the PlayStation 5. I mean, the graphics on the game just look amazing. Beautiful. I know a lot of fans were happy to see that they're remaking the game, and I can't wait to get back into this game. I'm gonna die a lot, but I can't wait to play it. So now that we went through a few of the games, saw the graphics between the two, saw which exclusives were dropping for each system, we have somewhat of an idea of where each system is trying to go. It's honestly based on preference. Which game do you like versus the other? Is the system worth buying for just one game versus the other system? I personally, I think they're both going to be great systems. One going to be better than the other, of course. It all depends on the exclusives. But when it comes to power and graphics, they're damn near identical. The one thing that I will say, far by in the lead when it comes to looks, that system looks so good. I love how they incorporated the V for the 5. Hey man, it's gonna be a tough choice. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe, join the vibe, slap that thumbs up, helps the channel grow. It's the king, and I'm out.